Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys joining me. Thank you so much for hopping on this webinar. I'm pumped to share with you how important it is to create passive income in your business, especially if you want to scale your business and have the ability to grow your income month after month. So welcome. Welcome, Christina. I'm just wanting to welcome you as you join in on us. So if anybody else joins in throughout the webinar, just don't worry. That's how it is. People come and go. Hi, Christina. How are you?
Like two of them.
Welcome, welcome. So we're just getting started with the webinar. So yeah, I'll just invite you to mute yourself and then it will be super interactive too. So I'll communicate with you guys. And if you have something that you want to share, just put a comment in the chat box. So what I was starting to say is what I want to share with you on this webinar is how to create passive income with online courses. So I want to share, I got really interested in wealth creation and learning about financial intelligence. How many years ago was that? Well, it started like way back in 2013. So I'm going to take you back to a time that in 2013, it was a really crazy time of our life. I was in network marketing at that time, and I was at the top of my game. Everybody would have viewed me as super successful. I was in the top 20 of Canada, but deep down, I was a hot mess. Like, I was always in this state of hustle, 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 trying to achieve the next goal, being very externally validated. And so when I would earn an incentive trip, I would get a high for like 5 minutes, and then it would be like, what's the next thing, right? So it wasn't like I was just literally working for that validation, that external validation. And my husband was also at a stage where he was working full-time in the oil field, and he wanted to farm full-time. So we knew that something needed to change for us because we were headed for a train wreck. Like, we really could not keep going at this high level of hustle, and we felt like there was never enough time, never enough money. And so that's when I really started on this personal development journey. And the first time, I literally remember the first time that that it was brought into my awareness about wealth creation, financial intelligence, like learning what a true asset was when I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I meant to get the book, and again, I forgot it. I got to bring it up to my office. But literally, you guys, this book changed my life. It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And when I first read the book, I was a little bit choked because it made me upset that how come this isn't being taught? Like, why is society, why are the schools, why are we not learning about money and wealth creation, financial intelligence? And so I kind of felt like we'd been sort of fooled. And so I just literally like got so obsessed with learning how to create passive income. And so Dale and I at that time took a huge leap of faith, and we did invest in a duplex, so investment property, so that we could really put our eggs not only in one basket and have multiple revenue streams coming into our life. And so it was when I started, at this time too, I was also doing taking my coach training because I wanted to get out of my network marketing company and become a professional coach. And I could literally see how everything that Robert Kiyosaki was teaching us about passive income, and it's almost like it collided, and I could see how creating an online business and creating online courses was the exact same thing. The only thing that made me go boom, like I'm like so passionate and so excited about it, and you're going to feel my passion, is that I felt like everybody could do this. I felt like, I know that not everybody can invest in investment property and own, because that takes thousands of dollars to be able to get a down payment to put down on your investment property. But what's amazing about creating online courses, they're the exact same thing. They are a business asset that earns you income month after month. And so I got really excited, and I didn't know how to build my online business. So what do? I hire a coach who teaches me how to build my online business. But the thing is, it was so interesting. When I started my coach training and finished that up, some of you are coaches on here, and I know there's going to be coaches who are watching the replay. So what they taught me is kind of the opposite of what I actually wanted to create. I really wanted to create online courses, and they're like, no, you can't create an online course until you have a fully booked practice. So I don't know, I know that if you've heard that or had that happen to you, that you need to have a fully booked practice before you can create an online course. Now, I know, being in business over 5 years, feel like that's not actually the best advice. Hey, Melissa, welcome. And so that's why I do these webinars, and I want to preach. I want to really put wealth into the hands of women and share a business system that works, right? Welcome, Melissa. And so this is where my passion is coming from. So the reason why, what happens with a one-on-one practice, and this happened to me, it's kind of like you work to achieve this business goal, this sales goal, right? You want to achieve that goal. You get a fully booked practice, but then guess what happened? I literally started to not love my coaching business because I was trading time for money. I was at a fully booked practice, and I was feeling stressed and overwhelmed, and it literally wasn't what I wanted. And so that's why I was like, okay, I kind of had to take a little bit of a pivot and reassess, what do I want? Why did I start this business? And the reason I started the business is because I've always known, and I'm sure you've known this too, you're here to make a huge contribution to the world. And you know that you're meant to impact millions of people. And so when you're working one-on-one, you're only impacting, a handful of people. Your time gets filled, and therefore you create an income cap. And it's not scalable. You can't scale your business when you're doing one-on-one coaching. It's great for financial stability because you're going to have enough income to cover your bills and maybe have a little bit left over, but it's not going to create financial freedom. And so this is why I love creating the online courses for the freedom that it gives you. You can earn income, as I'm going to show you here in the next little bit, without having to trade your time for it. So I don't know if you guys are excited, and I want to kind of get a hell yes. Are you guys here to make a huge contribution to the world and create financial stability for your family, financial freedom? That's exactly what you can do with creating online courses. And I'm all about building my online empire, just like I'm sure you guys are. Laura's like, yes, yes. Melissa, whoop, whoop. Tanya, I know Tanya is probably into it. Christina, awesome. So I wanted to give you a little bit of the backstory on, kind of what brought me here. How did I go from hot mess to feeling empowered, loving creating online courses, loving growing my income month after month, and not having the beautiful thing about, I'm sharing all the benefits of online courses. The one thing that I really don't love in the way I was taught was that you do discovery calls to book your paying clients. And what I found with that whole system is you're spending a lot of time with tire kickers. And one of the benefits of creating an online course and packaging it is that you're going to avoid that, because like there's so much clarity, and why not be transparent with what you're offering? Okay, so that's one of the benefits that I've noticed. I haven't done a discovery call since April, and my income has grown every month because of creating the online courses. And it's just like people are like, yes or no. It's not like you're getting the maybe. So that's one of the benefits of creating online courses. So before we go any further, I would love to get some feedback from you guys, and let's just see, like, do you have any questions about online courses before I kind of go to the next step, or if I haven't made anything super clear to you. So just checking in with you guys, because I love getting your feedback. Any questions? Do any of you have an online course created? Can't see some of you. You can put messages in the box as well, in the chat box. Let me open my chat box. Awesome. No questions? Clear as mud. Tanya, go ahead, Tanya. Just gotta unmute yourself. Yeah, you're good.
Hi, sorry, I was trying to jot it down, but I'm not fast enough. I don't have any specific questions yet, but I am very interested in finding out more about, how you can do this. For example, getting away from the discovery calls, and how do you make yourself, where people are approaching you, and I guess, I guess I just want to see how you've done it, because that's what's interesting to me.
Okay, fantastic. So the trick about selling online, I'm going to kind of go into that. Like, you have to have a audience. So what I see a lot of people doing is that you are maybe creating something for sale, but if you don't have an audience, then it's going to be very difficult to sell, right? So first thing, you need to be building an audience. And selling online is it's so different than having a brick and mortar business. And it's even different than having my network marketing business, like coaching to network marketing. And the difference with an online program compared to like when I was in network marketing is because that was a physical product. Here's the product. Here's what, you give me money and you get this product. Now with online, the trick, and some people are going to put a hate on me for saying this, but this has been my experience. The more specific and niched you get, the more you start talking about like one thing. So selling, talking to one target market and giving them a very tangible, specific result. So for example, with myself, I was what's the word I'm looking? Positioning myself as a business coach. But now I've even gotten more specific of online courses, because that's really the thing I'm really the most passionate about, is helping you to create the online course. So in order for your course to really work and to really sell, it is that constant building your audience. It's like there's a funnel. So in your funnel, this is the online funnel, like how you go from an observer, like somebody who just is seeing you online, to a hot paying client, as you have like they're cool. So posting on social media frequently, like consistently. Consistency is going to be the thing that makes you or breaks you. If you're not showing up consistently online, it's going to be hard to build an audience, because with the brick and mortar business, that business is up and out there, right? Like people see when they drive by, they see that brick and mortar business. Like it's just visible. The difference with online is that you're not visible. If you don't show up and put yourself out there, people, they think your doors are closed. You're not top of mind. So that's why being consistent is extremely important. And even like, it's just not even, it doesn't, what I want to share is like letting people experience who you are is of the utmost importance. especially online, because social media is supposed to be social. So sharing pictures of your family, and the reason why this is important is because of attraction marketing. You want to attract people who are like-minded, and you do that through showing who you are. Stories sell, facts tell, as Laura has conditioned in my head. She's laughing, I'm sure, right?
Okay,
So
well,
sharing your life experience.
You'll appreciate this then, because the last time you said that, I put it right here and I put it on a sticky.
Yes, and it's true. Like, and I think the hard part, you guys, is the getting out of your own way and sharing the vulnerable side, like sharing that life experience, letting people experience you online. It can feel, I remember saying, like, my life is not interesting. Like, people don't want to see my life. Like, I'm so boring. And one of my friends, my really good friend, she's like, I love your life. I wish I had your life. I love the cow pictures. I love the quad pictures, right? And it is super interesting that I do get people messaging me, telling me how much they loved my cow picture, or, you know, pictures of us at the lake, how it looked fun. Like, so it really is important, because that's what makes that connection. That's how they connect with you, because you are connecting on values. And so the trick, you guys, is really sharing that, but also you want to repel or attract. And I know this sounds counterintuitive to how we've been raised, right? We've been taught that everybody should like us, right? But online, we don't want that. If you're vanilla, then you're not speaking to anybody. You really want to repel and attract people, because then you grow a really strong community of people. Yeah. So that was a big, long-winded answer. Sorry. But that's the first part, is like really, really sharing who you are and building like community. So you want to, so that's stage one, like sharing your life, sharing your promotions, sharing what's up. Stage two, which is the warm stage, you want to create a space where you have a community feel. I'm a fan of Facebook groups. Some people do it on their business page. I personally love the warmth of Facebook groups, but that's a personal, you know, you do what you do, you do what feels good to you, because it has to be in alignment. So, and like, that's where you're building rapport, you're communicating, they're getting to know you, they're warming up, they're becoming to know, like, and trust you. And then the third and last stage of your funnel is where they're ready to buy from you. It's where they're like, yes. And, you know, and so in the middle, the warm is like where they'll come to your webinars. And then the third part, the hot part, is where they're like, I love her or him. I really want what they have to offer. I can use that in my life or whatever to achieve my next level goal. And then they buy from you. So really, that's a short, condensed version, but I hope that really serves you. So I'm a fan too, that I think you should always be selling, because that's business, right? We are here to be in business. And so I think that you should always have something that you're currently offering to your clients, because selling is serving. So oh yeah, go ahead, Melissa.
Selling is the selling, and always should be selling. So if I have an offer up to like the 28th, what should I do after that?
You should create another offer. You should go into another launch, into another offer. And the reason, you guys, that I want to talk about this, thank you, Melissa, such a great question. This is why online courses, to me, are like the thing, because if you're just doing one package, like say you just have right now one package that is one-on-one coaching or something like that, it kind of, and if you don't give people urgency and scarcity, like a reason to buy, if you have like book a discovery call, you're not kicking their butt. You're not like forcing them to take action. So when you have like early bird offers, I love firm deadlines. Like, here's carts open, here's when the cart closes, boom. And then stick to it, guys. Stick to it. Like, don't waver. You want to train your soulmate clients that you are a girl who stands by your word, and the cart's going to close that day, because then you're on to the next thing. So the reason this is great is because it keeps you motivated, because your creation is very energizing. So it keeps you motivated, and it's fresh, and it's exciting, and it's new. So it can be something very, very similar. And packaging, you guys, we as human beings love clarity. So knowing exactly what you're going to get in like an online course or an online program, that's why you're going to have a higher conversion with that versus book a discovery call, because that means that there's no clarity in that. People don't know what that means or what they're going to get, and so they're going to say yes, because if there's any confusion in their mind, they're going to say no. That's a great question. Anybody else? All right, so I'm going to do something, because I created, because I'm very visual and I love numbers. Like, numbers are my jam. I know, I'm kind of crazy. So I created a quick little example on Publisher that I want to share with you guys. So give me a second. I'm going to figure out how to do this. And I just wanted to give you an example of how powerful it is to create online courses. It's super powerful, and it's going to be such a game changer for you. Now, I'm not saying that you should only create online courses. I think that having a mix of one-on-one I think that having a mix of one-on-one coaching and online courses is fantastic. But what is the beautiful thing about creating online courses and the way that I do it is it's going to give you a little bit of more financial stability. So, why am I struggling with this? Come on, baby. Screen share. I lost you guys. I lost you. Share. Screen share. And I talk to myself all the time. Okay. I'm going to move this. I hope I'm recording. No, I am. Okay. All right. So this is just a rough example. There. So now I can't see you guys, but this is just a rough example of the power of doing my system in what I teach, in launching online courses. And then just, I always say, like, she who creates the most wins, like, keeps it fresh. Like, and the reason why this is so powerful to you guys is a lot of times people will get hung up because they'll think like their online course is not selling. So, then they feel like a failure. But every time you launch something, it's a fantastic learning opportunity, because the truth is you don't fill your pocketbook. It's the market that does. So you need to really listen to the market and see what they respond to. So here's the power. Let's go into this. Maybe I don't like it where I can't see you guys fully.
Like yesterday when I was asking everybody what resonated with them from my live or whatever,
Yeah.
like, I just got so much clarity from that.
Did you? Yeah. It's just super powerful because it kind of it gives you the opportunity to see what they really want, right? So this is very typical of what my clients will create and what will happen to them. If they have been building, I want to touch on that. If they've been consistently building an audience, okay? So if in month 1, we create a program. So anybody can create any type of program, because the truth is we all have a zone of genius and expertise that we can help people with, okay? So Anybody can create an online program because you've been through life experience, you have probably past education, so you have something to share with the world. So anybody can create an online program. So typically, you know, for example, if you create an online program, say it's 6 or 8 weeks, 3 months maybe, whatever, and say you charge $2,000 for that online program, $19.97. Now, the way I teach, which this is totally different than the way a lot of people teach, and some people will give me static about it, but I think that I don't care what they say, so this really works well. It's worked really well for me and it's working well for my clients. So you kind of got to take everything with a grain of salt and make it work in your way. So I will create an online program. It's $19.97. I always give people a 6-month payment plan option. Why this is good? Because your online program is awesome. And for me, my mindset is I don't want to be that coach that, I want to make it affordable for everybody. Like, that's my mindset, and that's how I choose to run my business, because I want to put wealth into the hands of every woman on earth, right? So that's why I love giving people a 6-month payment plan. So then it makes it affordable for them. They take your course, they get all the goodness that you are learning or that you're teaching, and then, you know, they can pay for it over 6 months. So for example, if you sell 10 spots in your program and 2 people buy the upfront payment plan of $19.97, so when I do the 6-month payment plan, I always add a little bit more extra to the payment plan. So for example, for this one, I'd probably charge $373. So if 2 people buy upfront, your income is $3,994. If 8 people were to buy the payment plan, that would be $2,984 in passive income, right? You've launched it once, and now you've created pretty much $3,000 passive income for the next 6 months. Like, how awesome is that, right? Who doesn't want that? Woohoo! Whoop, whoop. Okay, I get a little excited. So that's pretty awesome. Now look what happens when we go into month 2. So in month 2, we're probably going to get you launching another program, putting something out there. So and the beautiful thing is you could do a self-study in month 1, and in month 2, you could launch like a group coaching program. So for example, just pretend that you have another program, and this program you're going to sell for $2,997. So if you divide that by 6, it's $499.50. The monthly payment is $547. So if 2 people buy, your income's $5,994. I hope I'm not boring you guys with all these numbers, but it's just so exciting, and I thought you could like see the power of it. And if 8 people buy,
this is actually the visual I wanted to see.
Oh, thanks for sharing that, Melissa. It's just, I think that we think that it's so far off, and sometimes we just need something like this to be like, holy shit, I can do this, right? Like, it's empowering because it's possible. Like, I want to share that this is real results that my clients experience. So if 8 people buy the plan, you have created another $4,000, $376 in passive income. Whoa. Whoops. So your income in month 2, when you add month 1 passive income, could be $13,354. Now, obviously, I'm just using these numbers as an example because it depends on your audience size, right? The larger your audience, the more realistic these numbers are going to be. Okay. So I wanted to share that in month 3, do you see how this is compounding? You're just raising your income every month because of the passive income. You're going into month 3 with $7,360 in passive income. And if maybe you didn't want to do a launch that month, right? Because you've got passive income, but if you wanted to do another launch that month, then or if maybe you just want to sell your one-on-one coaching. You see, it just gives you so much more freedom and power to scale your business. And I wanted to share with you that if you think, okay, I'm going to close this out because, and then I created that cute little thing. She who creates the most wins. But I should have said she who creates the most succeeds. But I want to share this with you. If you think of all the empire builders of the world, the people that come to your mind who are like really successful, really wealthy. So couple of my favorite people are Robert Kiyosaki, because I love him and I've been to his conferences and I do love his message. He earns the majority of his wealth through seminars and books, right? Passive income products. Then let's take a look at Russell Brunson. I also love him, and he has designed ClickFunnels. So that's a program that I use to host my online content. So it's a beautiful system that from the tech side where you can create your sales page, have someone be like, buy now, so they buy it, put in their credit card, and then they get your content, the thing that you're selling. So Russell Brunson earns the majority of his income through a passive income product. So why it kind of, to me, this is why I'm so passionate. Why are we wasting all of our time and energy trying to fill our one-on-one practice? Because you literally are creating an income cap. And you're creating a life where you're constantly hustling, right? Constantly, where if you create passive income products, it's going to give you some ease of mind. So I wanted to just share that with you guys and let you see the power of creating passive income products. So let me know how that makes you guys. Is that like freaking get you excited?
Yeah, that just excited me. I mean, obviously the picture's all coming together, so I just keep recreating my sales page for the next thing as I work on a course.
Yes.
To just launch something else as I actually put a course together.
Yeah.
And that really lights me up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so fun. And I think that people love, and it's so interesting. And what I want to talk about, like the power of packaging again, like creating the online course. I had a lady who worked with me one-on-one, but she was doing 2 sessions a month. And I had created my Monetize Your Genius program, which is ending Friday, you guys. I'm going to tell you about that offer. And what happened is she bought Monetize Your Genius too, because it was packaged. And she's like, yep, I need this, this, and this. So it's really powerful. Like it's so powerful, and it gets me so excited to the core. So before we go any further, let me just do a check-in with you and see you guys if you have any questions. Nothing coming to mind? So, okay. Now, because I know Tanya is in network marketing and I have 10 years experience in network marketing, I want to really bring this. Oh, and Melissa, you're in network marketing too as well. So, but I want to bring this to a level that will make sense for you guys. If you're in network marketing but want to build in some passive income. So, because I know Tanya has shared a little bit with me with her business. So when you are a leader in your network marketing and you know how to build that business, this is what's possible for you and what I would seriously recommend. When I was with Stampin' Up! In network marketing, there was a lady who did this exact same thing, and she earned not her money from network marketing. She didn't earn the majority of her income from network marketing. She earned it from passive income. So what she did is she literally duplicated what we do. She created a membership site, which is like an online course, except the difference between an online course and a membership site is they pay you every month to be part of your community. So she created that, and basically she created trainings. So every week we had a Zoom call like this. And then you pay her a monthly fee to be part of her community and learn from her. So it's the exact same thing as an online course, just a little bit different. So it's people want to be led. People, want to know how to do things. And so if you have the confidence and feel super confident that you can teach people how to build their network marketing companies, this is very realistic. This is something that you could honestly do. And then it helps to scale your income, because you're not only earning income from your network marketing company, but you're also earning like income from a passive income product. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So the last thing that I wanted to kind of go over is there's always, when we're going to create a new level, like we want to create more income. We'll use that as an example, because who doesn't want to earn more income? But there has to be a shift, because there's always, otherwise, if you didn't require that mindset shift, you would have it already. So it's like you need to become something different. You need to do something different that you've never done before. And so I wanted to ask you today, when you think about earning your next level income goal, whatever that is for you guys, what is it that is really, at your heart, like you think like, what's stopping me? And so what I would invite you to do right now is literally, if you have a piece of paper, I really want you to write this down, like take a minute just to write this down and be like, what is stopping me? What am I afraid of? What do I need to learn? What am I uncertain about? Because, well, I'm not going to answer the because. I'll wait till you write it down. Let's take a minute. All right. So what I want to share is everybody has things that every single person on earth has something that we need to sort of get through our own stuff, right? And so the beautiful thing about life is that when you have a growth mindset, everything is figure-outable. So there, to me, like my belief, there's nothing that I can't achieve because somebody else has done it. So all I need to do is find that person who's done it and learn from them. And so everything's figure-outable, and everybody has different levels of normalcy, right? And so I'm sort of a big thinker, and surround myself with empire builders, people who have big, big dreams and goals. And so I want to just set your mind at ease that whatever that thing is that's stopping you, you can overcome it, and you can figure it out, because there's a solution to every problem. A lot of people get stuck though in the problem and start believing that they can't do it. And so you just got to shift that thinking and be like, what would it take? Like, how do I figure this out? How do I do that? And the hardest part is some people get stuck down the fact that they don't believe in themselves, right? They don't believe in themselves, or, and so you just got to, that's sort of the biggest thing that I see people struggle with. And I struggle with that too. Like, it's a constant struggle with me. So are you guys open to sharing what it is? If you're not, that's okay, because it's a very personal thing too. But if you're open to sharing what that thing is, I would love to have you share it, and then we'll go through the process. Are you open, Melissa?
I'm open.
Okay.
It's kind of neat because I can see how in growth it went from like 1, 2, 3. It went from I have no idea what's holding me back to, kind of always like the pain, chronic pain, all the limiting beliefs kind of stuff like that, to where it's like I need more money to do more healing, whether it's physical therapy, stopping me. It's just the technical stuff that holds me back.
Gotcha.
Because I know with more money, all of that kind of stuff can be planned out, scheduled out, you know, whether it's the meditation, whether it's the massage, whether it's the proper food, supplements, all of that kind of stuff. It's just the technical stuff.
Gotcha. Yep. Yep, absolutely. So you just, yes. So for you, like, that's the thing, like stepping into your power, investing in yourself to get that help so that you can scale, because you will, like, once you can get this down pat, it's so scalable, right?
Yeah.
How are you, Tanya?
Sure. Mine's a little different. So honestly, for me, this is such a big shift from what I was doing before. I guess my biggest fear to putting myself out there more is, what do people think about me? And why would I ever leave my very successful career to do something like this?
Right.
And I get that question all the time. And so I think for me, that's, you know, in myself, that's getting over myself, which I realize, but that's probably my biggest holdback is, you know, why would she ever do that? Like, what the outside world thinks of me. But along with what Melissa said, I'm technically challenged. I used to have assistants to do this stuff for me.
Yeah.
And so now I would have to learn to do a lot of things that I haven't had to in the past.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's the first part of it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Laura.
I decided to hop my video back on and share.
Love it. Yes.
So as you know, I actually even have the know-how, like I do this for people. Not in the way that you do, actually, not the technical stuff, but I know I have the skill set. It's making time. It's making time. I've got myself, actually, I'm kind of a really great case study in a way for Daylene, because I am literally the entrepreneur who's gotten herself so booked with one-to-one that now it's hard to create these systems in place, because all of my time is stacked with one-to-one clients. I have a fully booked practice. Like, I can't even bring on any more clients because all of my hours are booked. But when all of your hours are booked, it's really hard to find time to create these things. Yeah. So in a way, it's just like proof of everything Daylene has shared, that you want to create these almost before you're there, because once you're there, it's even harder.
100%.
It's exactly where I'm at.
Yeah. And I see that and I'm like, oh, Laura, come on, let's make this happen. But yeah, and I agree, because then your time gets so fully booked. And when I was transitioning into moving from one-to-one, I never ever got to a point where I didn't earn any income. Like, I still had a few clients, but it does kind of hurt when I'm like, I'm not rebooking that one-to-one client, and I'm because I'm investing in my booking the creating the online courses and stuff. So yeah, I agree 100%, Laura. It's finding that time. Yeah. So I just wanted to honor you guys and thank you for sharing. And so the beautiful thing is, though, you guys literally get to make that choice. So for Tanya, like, it's that mindset piece, like really working on your mindset, and really, it's so funny, that fear of judgment, like what other people think of us. I think we all have that, but eventually, like, I'm just in the who the F cares, right? And I know there's a level of you that thinks that too, but I understand how, you've been in such your corporate position. And so I'm just honoring you with that. And I know that you'll get through it. So that's awesome. And Melissa, yes, so much happening for you. And Melissa is in my Scale It Up Mastermind. And so she's just really dug in and went through some massive development and big growth, like a quantum leap really has sort of been your experience in the last 6 weeks. So you are well on your way. I can feel it. Yeah, feel super confident. And Laura too. I know that she's in that like the flower, because I work with Laura too. So with that growing, and Laura is so awesome. She helps me with my copywriting. So I really appreciate that. Awesome. So I wanted to share with you guys, because of course I'm going to share with you my current offer, what I have on the table. And so I am closing the cart to my Monetize Your Genius program. This is, I don't do this very often, but this is one-on-one work. So it's 4 sessions with myself in the Monetize Your Genius. And it's really this program is all about helping you really get clear in what you could create for your online program, like pulling that out of you and helping you broaden your vision. Because I do believe everybody can create an online course. Like anybody can. There isn't anybody. We all are super smart, and we all have knowledge and gifts and stuff to share with the world, because I do believe in the ripple effect, that we're all here to make a positive impact on the world. So Monetize Your Genius is 4 weeks, you and I working together, one-on-one sessions. It is on the table right now for $11.97. Cart's closing tomorrow, and I don't even know what the savings is. My regular price point to work with me one-on-one for 4 sessions is $17.27. So there is a big savings if you are at a space where you're like, I'm ready to dig in this, I'm ready to create passive income, I'm ready to go next level and scale my business, woohoo, build my online empire, right? Then I would love to partner with you. So if you're interested, all you have to do is just literally like tell me, hey, I want more information, or send me a personal message after, and we'll have a chat, make shit happen. So I really want to honor you ladies, and thank you so much for being on this webinar with me today. I hope it inspired you and just showed you what is possible. Like, could you imagine if you rinse and repeat it? And that's the thing, like, my system is so easy, and it's a rinse and repeat system. Like, you literally just keep doing this, and imagine what would happen in 1 year from now. 1 year from now, I mean, anything is possible, but I really think you'll definitely, if you create online courses, it is the pathway to creating financial freedom. Like, I just truly believe that, and it's so empowering, so amazing.
I'm excited. I'm excited after this call.
Did it fire you up?
You already know how I feel, so.
Awesome. So wanting to, is there any more questions like before I close? I just want to make sure that everybody's complete and feels good.
I just want to say to Tanya.
Hi, sorry. Jerry came into my office and interrupted my flow here. Thank you very much for today.
You're welcome, Tanya. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. It's great to have you here. Thank you for coming, Laura. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, sending you guys love. Thanks for hopping on, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.